Hey guys, what's good? Come on in. Welcome. This is Yepa, Shamanic Practitioner. Welcome again to my channel. Alright, so today we're going to be doing a collective reading. I'm going to actually be utilizing my emotions deck here. This is going to be a collective reading here. Alright, so it's going to be important that you take what you feel resonate and leave what does not, you know. If you are here watching, that means that the title of this reading caught your attention, okay? Alright, so Divine Spirit, for the collective here with my emotions deck, what do you want to talk to the collective about today? I'm going to shuffle 3 times. What do you want to talk to the collective about today? See how that card bent, y'all? In the process of forgiving yourself. I feel like this is going to be the theme here. Anytime our cards bend, it means it's frustration here. Okay? And it's very interesting because the back of the deck here, we do have PTSD. Okay? I'm going to make this the overall energy here. So I'm going to channel first, guys, on the information that I'm seeing here, and then I'm going to pause the video. You guys really won't feel the difference, no way, but I'm going to pause the video to allow Spirit to guide me on which cards to utilize for this reading here, because I feel like I don't know, I heard delicate and beautiful. So something about this topic could be delicate for some. But anywho, you guys are in the process of forgiving yourself. And I feel the way that my card bent, as you are going through or have been going through this process of forgiving yourself, there's been some regrets. Heavy regrets. Heavy regrets. Heavy regrets. Because my card bending is frustration. But I also feel there could be frustration just with that process of healing. You know, as I've always said, and many of you can definitely verify, right, that healing is not easy. It's not easy, but there's frustration here. For some of you, the frustration could be kind of intense. Everybody has different levels to this shit, right? For some of you, it's not PTSD. For others, it's a trigger from your PTSD. So some of you have been diagnosed. You have been through so much in your life. So first and foremost, me and Spirit want to congratulate you. You know, on making a choice to heal, making a choice to work on forgiveness. Now, for some of you, you may say, this wasn't my intention. This is just how things ended up. And that may be the case. That's exactly how it needed to be. So what do I mean by that? If you went through a situation in your life that was very traumatic here, where it was like a massive tower moment, it uprooted some things, it brought things to an end, but it also brought things to a beginning. That's the energy that I'm talking about. Okay. All right. So some of you could be getting therapy. Some of you have been thinking about therapy. So if you have been thinking about therapy, counseling, or something like that, this is confirmation that maybe this would be beneficial for you as well, okay? I feel that even though some of you watching this may not have been diagnosed with PTSD, you still been through some shit in your life, you know? And again, it's like regretting, learning how to forgive yourself, learning how to love yourself, learning how to fucking accept. Let's talk about the healing process of acceptance. If you fucking know, you know, right? Whoa. That takes a lot of courage. That takes a lot of bravery. Everybody don't do this shit. Everybody ain't healing. Everybody not looking at themselves. Everybody is not ready to free themselves from the things from the past. Sometimes that's how people function. You know? So the fact that, again, you doing the work, I'm hearing don't be so hard on yourself. And I know that that's easy said than done when you go through healing, because it's like, especially if you're looking back on the past and reflecting on some shit, it's kind of like, you know, sometimes I knew it, or, you know, those type of emotions comes up. But this is not the time, guys, to be your own worst enemy. You know, this is a time where, damn it, it's time for you to be vulnerable with yourself. And that's why, like, protecting your peace at this time, protecting your energy at this time, this shit is sacred. Okay? This is that season, the crows speaking. The crows are speaking. This is difficult. This is something that's heavy for someone. Something has been heavy. So either you're in this energy now, or you recently was in it. Major transformation here. It's like this process, though, is beautiful. It really is. Because you're going to see so much about yourself that maybe you forgot. You're going to realize so much about yourself that maybe you didn't even know about you in this process here. So, you know, in this stage, guys, it is uncomfortable here. But just know that you're on the right path. And these emotions that you feel while you're in this process, they're not going to last. Time does heal. Okay? Time does heal. And I feel like many of you have been through so much, or what seems like so much, that, again, I don't know if I said it because I'm channeling, so if I did, whatever, it needs to be repeated here. This is a time where you need to really be focusing on you. Focusing on you. This is a fucking you season. Put it in the comments. A me season. Okay? This is a me season. This is getting your mind in order, getting your nervous system in order. Okay? Getting your heart in order. Getting you in order. Alright? So I'm going to go ahead and pause this video here and connect with Spirit, see what deck Spirit want me to use. I'll be right back. Alright, guys. So, Spirit guided me to the most awesome deck, because I was sitting here like, oh my God, like, what deck am I going to use? This is kind of heavy, so I wasn't expecting this. But we're going to burn some Palo. Ooh, I love Palo. It's just, oh my God. The smell is just amazing for my soul. All right, so we're going to use this deck here. All right, Spirit selected this deck, and I haven't shuffled or anything. I just grabbed it directly out the box. So I want to see what is at the bottom, you know. For practitioners that do tarot or oracles, you know what I'm talking about. Okay? Look at that victim mentality. Number 56, it says you are learning to understand that everything happens through you and not to you. Wow, that's powerful. And I'm going to keep that right there. So, you know, guys, some of you have been in this space to some degree of victim mentality. Okay? Give me a second here. I'm trying to, for some reason, get a bigger vision here of what I'm being shown. I'm in the process of forgiving myself. Victim mentality. I definitely feel like you guys are healing that level of victim mentality. This can be like a lot of being in that lower vibrational state here. Now, victim mentality, when I normally look at that particular meaning, it signifies someone that always feels like, why am I always going through this? Why does this always happen to me? And, you know, nothing ever works out in my favor. Or, you know, I always got to work extra hard in order to get what I want. Or I always got that type of conversation that one has with themselves is a level of victim mentality. Somebody that focuses kind of like on me type of energy here, that's kind of what victim mentality is about. But I'm not really getting that definition for this though. So I'm trying to tap in here to kind of get a better understanding here. But something about this victim mentality is significant here. For some of you, it is just that. In this process of you forgiving yourself, you are releasing victim mentality, energy, thought processes, belief systems here as well. So these are things that you're shedding. Some of you, again, may not have PTSD, but definitely suffer with depression. In this place and time in life, you know, back in the day, you would look at depression and, you know, yeah, you know, people will have it, but it's not as open as it is now. So I feel like, to be honest, depression and anxiety, I feel like they go hand in hand with life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really, you know, but there is levels of that depression, though, you know, that can be, like, really severe. But the point of it all is that some of you are in that space of maybe it's just like depression here as well. Okay, let's go ahead and tap in here because I feel like I'm rambling here, but I know I'm not. But I feel like it's more to this message. So let's go ahead and tap on the Divine Spirit for the collective here. They're in the process of forgiving themselves. PTSD and victim mentality here. Final shuffle. Alright, Divine Spirit, for the collective here, they're in the process of forgiving themselves. PTSD, victim mentality here. We got Divine Plan here. I feel that for those that's in this space of victim mentality, like, why did this happen to me? Why am I going through this? I mean, I feel that, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, stepping outside of just being a human being, I feel that, you know, people said never question God. I don't have that belief. You know what I'm saying? But to each his own. Not here to try to change anyone's mindset. I feel that it is okay to question. We were taught if you don't know, then you ask. Okay? Sometimes, depending, it can be the answers will be given to you. Okay? So I don't believe in that. Especially if you're doing readings and you ask about a question and receiving that prophecy. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, So when it comes to why did this happen to me, why am I going, those are normal things, okay? The issue with that is when you look at everything in that way. You get what I'm saying? Everything in that way. That's when it becomes a victim mentality here, because now it's becoming a conditioning, versus you just being a human, expressing yourself, expressing your emotion. Okay? So again, many of you are in that stage where you are healing this directly. Like, okay, I know I'm suffering with some victim mentality. This is what I'm working on. And for others, it's just the fact that you're in this process of forgiving yourself, that you're also clearing out these victim mentalities. Okay? But again, it is acknowledging divine plan here. So you may be dealing with a lot of regret, a lot of shame, or maybe guilt for some situations in your life here. But your spirit team is letting you know, I know that this is a challenge for you in this process, but you must understand that it was a divine plan. Okay? The reason that spirit is saying that is to try to help take the pressure off the pain a little bit. And it's not that spirit is saying this just to take the pressure off the pain. When the divine speaks, it's truth. It's not going to be anything that's going to sugarcoat you, especially in the realest truth. Okay? So it's like spirit is saying, take that weight off a little bit on your heart, because everything happened how it needed to be here. Okay? It says, will never steer you in the wrong direction. Never steer you in the wrong direction. Okay? Our trials and tribulations in this lifetime are really supposed to build our character and make us become the best version of ourselves possible. That's the purpose of it all. But earthly beings, okay, we see things from a different scope. And so it changes that way that it's supposed to be, It changes that. So it's like you didn't go in the wrong direction. You didn't waste your time. There's no such thing as wasted time. That's what I've learned. There's no such thing as wasted time. Okay? What's this in the process of forgiving themselves, PTSD, victim mentality for the collective here? All these fives here. We have synergy here, number 16 here. Blending together all of your talents help you to create an energy signature that holds within your authentic creative expression. Okay? You remember when this card came out, it bent? And I told you that was some frustration surrounding this process here. All right? It is the synergy. It's the energy right now. Okay? Something about your energy. Your energy. Some of you is this. Let me explain. It's kind of like that everything happened for a reason here. And you believe this in your heart, that everything happened for a reason. But your energy is still impacted. It's still affecting you. You get what I'm saying? So the energies are off. Okay? What says I'm in the process of forgiving myself here for the collective? You got soul purpose here. Pull out one more card here. In the process of forgiving oneself, PTSD, victim mentality here for the collective. We have healing cocoon of light. And one more card here for the collective in the process of forgiving themselves, PTSD, and victim mentality. We got spiritual practice. Okay. And we have reach out for the stars. they want you to bring more light into this healing that you're doing right now. It's kind of like some of you been going down a black hole, or that's what it feels like. And, you know, that's why Spirit is saying this is a divine plan. You know, we would never steer you in the wrong direction here. With purpose here, it means that there's a divine purpose, that something has taken place, that these things have taken place here as well. It's a purpose for it. But it's like, it's time for you to fix the energy. Your energy. And I know that, again, sometimes that takes time depending on your situation here as well. But I feel like that's what the healing is doing for you. Some of you been in this process of forgiving yourself, and you starting to feel a little lighter. Maybe not fully, but you starting to feel a little bit better. Okay? Like I said, for others, you've been through this stage and you now out of the stage. Okay? Your spirit team, for many of you, are wanting you to come up with some spiritual practices, okay, for yourself. They don't have to be anything invasive, or they can be invasive depending on where you are. They want you to come up with some spiritual practices, okay, for yourself. This is going to kind of, number one, help to assist to clear your mind, and something that's going to also restore your inner peace. I'm hearing a dedication to self. Like Spirit's wanting me to elaborate. Let's say each and every day, right, you do something special for yourself. You can, what are some things that you can do? Cook your favorite meal, or take you a little 10-minute nap, or take a nice walk, okay? I'm trying to get some other ideas, guys, but I'm feeling kind of blank right now. So, finding things that's going to help clear your mind, and finding things that's going to bring more inner peace, okay? And either doing this every day, every other day, once a week, okay, a few times out of a month, but keeping up the ritual, okay? This could be also affirmations, you know, saying affirmations as well. Saying reassuring things to yourself on a daily, like when you start thinking negative, you know, instantly counteract that with something good. Change that thought process, you know. That could be something as well that you can do. And this is something, again, that you practice, because practice what makes perfect. All right. Now, I don't mean that you're going to be perfect, because nobody is ever perfect, but you understand what I'm saying here. That's something that Spirit is acknowledging here. Okay. Now, in this place right now, there's a lot of vulnerability that you guys are feeling here. Emotions could be all over the place, so honor yourself. Next 10 minutes, you may be smiling and happy. Next hour, you're ready to cry. Maybe by the end of the day, you know, you irritated. You know, some of you just got fluctuation of emotions right now. Number one, it has a lot to do with the planetary cosmic shifts that is transpiring right now, and many of you are star seeds. If you're watching, if you're still here, you're star seeds. So you're very connected to the shifts in the moon and the cosmos as well. And I just feel that for many of you, you guys, when it comes to your astrology here, look and see your current Venus placement. Okay, I recommend doing that here as well. And I'm also hearing Spirit say, for some of you, you need to be looking into your 10th house at this time. Now, that message in itself, I don't feel like it's connected to this message, but it's something significant if you're still watching about your 10th house right now, because I heard that very clear here. Okay? And maybe this does tie into it, because, you know, forgiving yourself, guys, is about to have you guys to fucking level up. It's kind of like this is a part of a blockage. And as Spirit is working with you on this journey here, you are really getting ready to elevate into places that you never thought that you could. Confirmation. Confirmation. Because now it's like there's a shift of energy here. There is so much optimism. It's kind of like you feeling like whole. That's all I can say, wholeness within oneself here. So for those that still watching and you are in this particular space here, you are going to heal. You are going to forgive yourself. Okay? This is a process. It is not fucking easy. You start off with the number 32, right? 3 and 2 is 5. You end with the number 55. Okay? So again, a lot. Look at these stars around you guys. This was the next card here, golden star. Reach for the stars. Okay? So much opportunity, guys. I don't know. It's kind of like, I don't know. It's giving me like excitement. Whatever this energy is that's coming through, it's kind of like this process of healing yourself is really about to level you up. Opportunities coming and lining up for you as well. I don't know. It's gonna be so much coming your way. You're gonna feel like it's something to it. Because for some of you, like, hold on, there's been too much good shit going on, something bad about to happen. That type of vibe is what I'm getting. Because it's like something is too good to be true. But it's like, no, you did the fucking thing. You did your damn thing. You healed through this. You've forgiven yourself for a lot. Because again, with PTSD, yes, it could just be one situation for you guys. But with this, it's making me feel that, yes, it was one situation that may have pushed you into this place. But into this place, everything that you've been through in life has been coming up. You've been reflecting back on shit that you had forgot about. Confirmation. So it's levels to this shit. And it's going to help you evolve. Evolve in the people, the company, the friendships, the people that right? Career, just so much. So much. You guys got so much in store for you guys here. And so your spirit team is just wanting you to keep reaching the stars. Keep going. You're doing a great job. You are doing a great job. You are in alignment. Okay? Don't compare yourself to where you are in your healing. Okay? Never compare yourself. We are all healing from something different. Okay? However, the focus is forgiveness. But we're all healing from something different. We all have different stories. So don't put your level of healing based on, somebody went through a similar situation and, they have overcome and here I am. I don't know why that's coming through. There's somebody that's watching this video that relates to this message here. Don't do that. Okay? Because how you handle things may have been different than how this person handles things, So again, we all have our own DNA makeup. Stay focused on you. Okay, stay hopeful during this time frame. This is going to be a vulnerable period, but it's bringing some beautiful shit into your life. Opportunities, things that's a part of your destiny is getting ready to happen. This is your me season. All right? All Spirit is saying is pour into you. Everything happened because it needed to. Okay? Not saying that message alone is going to make everything peaches and cream. But you need to know that right now, in this moment, Spirit is saying we need you to focus on your energy. Why is that so important? If the universe is saying, right, there's a lot going on in the cosmos right now. You got stars here. This is wish fulfillment. This is the frequency and the time that you're in right now. So if the universe is telling you be mindful of your energy here, that is because they're trying to align things for you. So what that means? That means you have to be in that vibrational space to be in alignment with that wish fulfillment. And it's not about faking it till you make it. Okay? This is that real, raw, being authentic with yourself type of season. You get what I'm saying? So that means that for some, it may require counseling. It may require therapy, you know. But just try. Any little bit helps. If spirit sees you doing the little, that's appreciated. That means that you're trying. Versus someone that's just like, fuck it. This is my life. And that's just how the fuck I'm going to think. Then guess what? We can align, spirit, that was somebody that stepped forward. We can align the stars for you, but it doesn't mean that you're going to meet that star. Because you got to be at a frequency to receive that. So again, just try. All right, get the help that you feel that you need. If you don't feel that you need no help, keep doing what you have been doing. For many of you, you're already in your season here of wish fulfillments, of opportunities and things lining up for you. Okay? You getting ready to experience some shit firsthand. You getting ready to walk into some unknown territory. All right? Unknown territory. Look at that. Supernova. Okay? An aspect of your personality, your ego self. So a lot of you, this is also an ego death that you're going through as well. Yeah? This is an ego death that you're going through. As an aspect of your personality, your ego self must die to make way for new shiny star to be born. For some of you, you about to be in the spotlight. Something about your process of fucking forgiving is like, I don't know, gluing you up on a whole nother level. You are about to glow the fuck up. Okay? For others, I feel like this process of forgiving yourself, you are about to stand in the spotlight, okay? If you were hiding in your gifts, if you were hiding in your talents, okay? You're not about to do that, babes, okay? You about to pop out and show them. All right, you're going to be in the spotlight. You're going to be really putting yourself out there as well. There's so much unlimited potential that you guys don't even know you have, but you about to fuck around and find out. Why? Because it's me season. Put that in the comments here. I don't make this up. Let's talk about it here. Untapped inner fucking power here. This is beautiful here. You are getting ready to experience something great within you. And for some of you, you feel that since you've been working on yourself and healing, like I said, you feel some difference. Many of you feel something. It may not be significant and major where you can be like, yeah, I understand, Miss V. You may be like, well, I'm starting to feel it, you know. For some of you, you in that rah-rah energy right now. And you should be. Stand on that, okay? But again, you feel something. You just don't know what the hell, where it's going, you know, or where it's leading you. It's kind of like you feel something, but it's still fucking dark. And you still got to try to feel your way through here, all right? But keep going, because the closer you get, the more light you begin to see, all right? This is beautiful. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out. I didn't expect to do a heavy reading, but I guess that's something that needed to come out. Confirmation if you've been seeing 555-333 here as well, all right? 1234 here as well, all right? 444-888 here, okay? I heard Gemini, okay? Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Horizon placements here. This message is definitely for you here. Okay. Some of you are definitely like into astrology here. So you definitely need to be looking at your birth chart during this time frame. And if you've been thinking about learning more about astrology, that's confirmation to do so. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out. Please make sure that you like. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed your video. Okay, feel free to comment, write me season in the comment section. Again, liking pushes the video out. So until next time, Ashe.